Hi, amazing leaders. This is Pam Altendorf, and I am straight back from National Conference 2017. I don't know about you, but it was just an amazing conference, and I have to give a big shout out to Norix because every year it just keeps on getting better and better. Okay, so I am here today, and I want to talk about this great trip that Norix just announced this weekend. So who is excited about going to Maui? It was really incredible to see the reaction of all of the consultants when they announced the trip and to see everyone just cheer. The whole place exploded. I mean, so we have to really, as leaders, build on this enthusiasm and get on it this week to be encouraging our team members to go for this trip. Of course, we want to be going for these trips as well and leading by example. Now, we can't force our team or make our team, no matter how much we want it for our team, to do it for the, to do these things, but we can be showing them by example what it's like to be earning this trip, and then doing that and creating that enthusiasm, setting the vision. They are going to want to follow you. So make sure you are on track, first of all, to earn it. And then I'm going to talk to you today about how, as a leader, just some ideas of how you can also get your team on board. So first of all, who loves this new trip incentive with the levels? Well, actually, for some of you who have been around for longer, like me, we know it's not new because Norix had done this a few years ago. I really love the level trip incentives because it gives prizes all throughout the year that people can be going for, and it's creating this enthusiasm throughout the year. So a gift shows up at the door, and who doesn't love that? And then it's just a constant reminder to your teams about the trip, to check and see where they're at. Are they on track? And so I'm really excited about the levels. And another thing I want to suggest to everyone is when you're this week, let's talk to our team. Let's talk to people and say, who's going for this with me? Who's going to earn this trip with me? Okay, well, what we can say is, instead of saying, are you going for the trip? Yes or no. What I like to say is, what level do you want to go for? Here's our annual trip incentive, and which level would you like to go for? There's a level for everyone. And so I really think by putting it that way, that we can get some other people who maybe are not even the ones that are super active with their business, but committing to wanting to get one of those other levels. And what would that look like for you and for your team if you had people going for even 2, 3, and 4 who are not as consistent with their business? It might put that in front of them, put that little carrot in front of them, and get them excited about going for that. Now, another thing I like about the levels is I really believe it helps people start thinking about the trip who initially were not thinking about the trip. So throughout the year, again, something pops up at their door, and it's like, hello, here's a gift. Oh, what's this for? Oh, yeah, it's for this annual trip. And I know for a fact on my team that this really gave people encouragement who were not originally thinking about going for the trip, and all of a sudden they got very, very excited about doing that. Now, of course, you will be going to Maui with me, and we also want to be thinking about how many other people on our team can we bring with us. Now, break it down, okay, because Norix, of course, is a business. Yes, we have this great mission. We get to help people live healthier. We're helping the environment. So we're doing these really, really great things. And that's why I'm so passionate about Norix, and I'm sure you are too. But it really is a business. And so as a business leader, we want to be business minded. And when we set this goal for people to go to the trip, think about what that's doing for the people on your team. I think Sonia Eckel said it best at National Conference when she said, you are going for that trip, but all of these other things are happening along the way. They're maintaining a consistent party schedule. They're talking about the business opportunity, sharing the business opportunity more. And so all of these great things are happening as they're working towards earning that trip. And then plus, most likely, even promotions will be happening for them this year. So as a leader, as a smart business leader, by helping people set these goals, even if it's not the trip, but the different levels, we're setting people up for success. We have a goal in front of them, and now we can work together to achieve that. Now, but think about it. What does that mean to you and your business if you even have one person going for that trip? Well, I'll tell you, I broke down the numbers. But for 55,000 points just at the first level, just assuming that it would be complete sales, that is equivalent to you, the leader who is making a 5% commission on that, $2,750 commission that you would be earning on one person earning the trip. Now, what if that was 2 people, 3 people, or more people on your team? So you can imagine the impact that this would have for you, your business, your team members over this whole year. Now, I know I was really excited when I went on my first trip, and actually it was to Hawaii. It was just an incredible trip. But I'll tell you what, the next trip was even better because team members came with me. And so really think about that, leaders. Think about who is coming with you to Hawaii. This is a great incentive. And like I said, we already know how excited our team members, our consultants are about going to Maui. And so we want to feed off of that. I had so many people coming up to me after conference and just saying, I'm going to go for it, I'm going to go for it. So believe me, the enthusiasm is really, really big out there for earning this trip. And you can totally capitalize on that this week. So get on it as soon as you can. How, as a leader, are we going to create excitement in our team and keep this momentum going? Well, many of us have Facebook groups, so that's one of my suggestions, just doing posts. One thing I want to suggest is what I did when we did this level trip a few years back is I just encourage people, whatever level they got, when they got that level, to take a picture of them and to post it onto our Facebook group. And so it was really fun. So throughout the year, and it was like, nothing to me. It was no more of my time. But what was happening is people on my team would get a pen set or they got a sweatshirt and they would post it. And then people would be going, yay, Linda, you got the sweatshirt. That's really exciting. And it was exciting for the consultant, and it was also exciting for the other team members. Now, healthy competition is a good thing. And that's one thing that you can see happening on your team is as your team members are posting that they're earning these different levels, what you see is some people are like, who maybe were not excited at first, are going, oh, Mary's already at level 2 or level 3. Gosh, if she can do it, maybe I can too. Maybe they just didn't have the confidence and they're starting to look at it a different way. So what I love about this levels things is it is continually a way throughout the year that we're talking about the trip. It's encouraging people, they're getting gifts and surprises and helping them stay on track. So I'm excited about this level incentive that came back. Okay, also you can do a private Facebook group. You can ask people to commit to earning that trip. So I encourage you to do that, even setting up accountability partners. However you want to do it, you could do a monthly call, but really that contact and having, knowing about other people that are also earning the trip and working towards it, it's going to encourage them, it's going to give them ideas if they're not on track. But they want to do it together. And so the power of the numbers of having multiple people working on this trip together is just really phenomenal, and you don't want to miss out on that. So really see right now this week, again, my biggest thing would be however you message your team, or if you email, or however you do it, really reach out to your team this week as soon as you can and ask them, or show them first, this is our new incentive trip. What level are you going for? And then creating some sort of group or fun excitement all centered around this trip. Okay, now a couple more things, but Norwex just put out this $1,000 to qualify in August incentive. And so this is a whole nother exciting thing. I know last time Norwex did this was also very well received in the field. So I'm sure your teams are going to be recruiting, and a whole lot of new team members are going to be coming into your organization this month. So really be promoting this. And then how I work with new consultants, and it might be totally different from someone else, but I guess I'm just not, I've never been like a real pushy leader. I don't want to scare someone right off the bat, and I want to make things seem very, very achievable. So I really focus on the new recruits of getting that strong start. What I say is, if we can set up 4 to 5 parties in your first 45 days, that's what I really, really encourage them to do. And even with this $1,000 to qualify, I mean, you still can do that. But right away, getting those parties, because they're excited, they want to give it a try, and if you don't capture that moment when they're so excited, you might miss out, because a month into it, 2 months into it, they might just not be that motivated to book a party then. But when they sign, they really are. So don't miss out on that opportunity. I always say to people, think of Norwex like either a hobby. And so, for example, if you were in a golf league, you would commit to going to golf one night a week. It might be on a Monday night. That's my golf league night. If I needed to make extra income, so I say to someone, if you wanted to make an extra $600 to $800 a month, would you commit to working 1 to 2 nights a week? And of course, they're going to say yes. You wouldn't think you're going to make $600 to $800 a month and not have any time commitment put into that. So really setting people's mind up and having them think about Norwex in that way, to either thinking of it's like a hobby and 1 night a week I'm committing to doing that, or a part-time to a full-time business, and then 1 to 2 nights a week I am working my business. But that's kind of how I feel like right away people see how this can work for them and their families. And so that's what I want you to encourage you to do. Now, you also can show them the different levels. Of course, I just don't, personally, I really try not to overwhelm these new recruits. I really don't. And so sometimes I think less is better, and then revisiting it maybe just a few weeks down and saying, oh my gosh, you had such a great start to your business. You've already done 4 to 5 parties. Now I want to show you this trip incentive. Look, you're already on track to earn this level. What would it look like? And you're doing 1 party a week. What would that look like to do 2 parties a week? So those are just some of my tips for you. I am super excited about this trip incentive, and I know our consultants are too. Sorry, we have like the morning sun coming up. And so get on it. Just show your team that enthusiasm. Show them the vision of Norwex. I think we all have it really, really strong right now, just coming back from the national conference. But this one incentive, this annual trip incentive, and getting our teams on board really can make a lot less work for you throughout the year. Because if we're all going for this, then it's going to have us on track for everything else we need to do to have a successful business. So thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.